Hi, I'm John, and today I'm going to be talking about a piece of software that I got every time I install Linux Mint, which is fine, except that this piece of software doesn't really seem to work very well. And I'm going to tell you what it is right now. And for those of you who are fans of watching TV from other countries, there's this piece of software you get. It's called Hypnotix, and it's free. And, it just simply streams broadcast TV from a number of different countries. I like how it's organized. If you click on TV channels, you can see all the different countries that are displayed and different channels that you can take a look at. But there's some problems with it. It never quite seems to work very well. And what you'll see a lot is this spinning little thing, and it's telling you it's loading up, and sometimes it eventually does. This happens to be from Hong Kong, and it'll load it up, that type of thing. Usually it takes a long time, and a lot of times it won't even actually load anything up. And it could be because the URLs that they're pulling it from aren't very good. And that can be a problem. And so you're not going to get an instantaneous thing. You can't just whiz through all these channels. And I find that to be a problem. I looked on a Reddit post about that, and people seem to have the same problem. And that never really seems to go away. So I did a little bit of searching, and I'm going to turn off Hypnotix here. And what I found is something called tv.garden. TV.garden is just a web-based streaming for all sorts of different worldwide TV channels, and it's really cool. Let's just try Afghanistan for a second here. Bahar TV. Okay, so this is some kind of news program. It pops right up. It's no problem. And one of the things that tv.garden has, it seems to have a lot more selection of TV channels than Hypnotix does. Not even close. I think it's way, way more. Look at that guy. He's grooving in Afghanistan. This is the kind of stuff I like. I like to see what's going on in the world and not just in the United States. And you may feel the same way from the country you're from. Another thing about TV Garden is that if you were in another country and you wanted to watch your local TV, well, you certainly can do that, and it's really a nice thing because you're probably used to something and you want to get a sense of what's going on still in your home country. And of course, you can get that through the internet, just reading about things. But this is kind of nice because you can watch broadcast TV for free, and even some, like here, there's some streaming radio. I'm not going to play that because I don't want to really break any copyright stuff. Let's go to something else. How about Ethiopia? Addis TV. It just comes right up. It's really nice. This is what Hypnotix was supposed to do, and it really doesn't. And I don't know if it's because they don't update the URLs constantly, but this seems to work, really, really fantastic. And I don't see any ads or anything like that. Of course, there's ads running on these television channels, but it's not bad. For those of us who like something a little different, how about let's turn on North Korea, because you always want to see what's going on in North Korea because, they just kind of turn their TV off now and again. It's time to be at work. Don't be watching TV, that type of thing. Let's see. How about Australia? Melbourne. Okay, it's got some placeholders and things like that. And in this case, it's got something with, some English subtitles, so that's nice. Let's go to, I noticed one thing. I watched something in Iceland. Ooh, Greenland. What's going on in Greenland? Well, it's just music that they play. There's not many people there. Neither is there many people in Iceland. So let's check out Iceland, though, because one thing I noticed that they had this game going on earlier where these women were playing kind of on a hockey rink size arena, and they were playing kind of like soccer, except they were using their hands with a ball and getting it into the net. It was kind of like basketball, soccer. It was pretty intense and pretty rough, too. So you get to see things like that you don't normally see. British Virgin Islands, CBN TV, who knows? Let's see if there's anything else. How about Cuba? We never see anything about Cuba. And sometimes you just want to see other forms of broadcast TV because you don't know really what it's like. You hear things on the news about these different countries, and especially if they're adversaries or enemies, it's kind of nice to be able to check it out. Speaking of which, being I live in the United States, how about Iran? Let's see. Iran's got all sorts of TV. And, you'll see things about how people live, well, or die, I suppose. Look at that. That's obviously some kind of TV show. So they've got all sorts of different aspects to television, and some of it's very similar to what American TV is. Some of it is American TV or British TV. Could be a lot of different things. So I find it interesting, and especially for people that I know nothing about. In some ways, you get to know something that you didn't know before, and you thought for sure, you'd never know anything about it. So tv.garden, just a really nice web-based world TV, free TV, broadcast TV that you can watch anytime. And it works a lot better than Hypnotix. I would not mess with Hypnotix. In fact, I'm going to just, take it off again. I always end up taking it off my Linux Mint installation because it doesn't work very well. But I do like this, and I do like the ability to watch TV in other countries because you just get a feel for things, especially if maybe you're going to travel somewhere that you didn't know anything about. It might be helpful. How about the Bahamas? I always like that. The Bahamas. Island Luck TV. Some things evidently don't come in very well. Okay. Parliamentary channel. What is ZNS TV? Okay, so some of this looks like it's American stuff. That's the Fresh Prince. So, they're speaking English, so it's easy to get American television and do that. So hopefully this is something helpful, especially when there's different places in the world that you think because you only hear certain things in the media and you may not know that much. And I think it's one way to get a feel for what's going on elsewhere. So just wanted to introduce you to TV Garden, and I hope this is something that you find interesting or useful. And I'm ditching Hypnotix. It's not worth it, and I'm definitely uninstalling it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. That's it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.